Hello friends, welcome to Balkishar Premier Academy, one of the most pioneer institute for GATE, IES and PSU examination. In this video, we are going to discuss about the diffusion motion of the charge carriers. So previously we have known that the charge carriers inside the semiconductor, so if we write the charge carriers, and charge carriers means the electrons, that is the free electrons and holes. So these charge carriers will move. We have already discussed about the drift motion. So in another video, we have already seen that the charge carriers move with the drift motions. So सिर्फ drift motion से charge carriers move नहीं करते हैं. Inside the semiconductor, they will have another type of motion that is called the diffusion motion. So diffusion motion से भी चार्ज कैरियर्स इनसाइड द सेमीकंडक्टर्स मूव कर सकते हैं. ये जो ड्रिफ्ट मोशन था, ये ड्रिफ्ट मोशन वाज ड्यू टू द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इनसाइड द सेमीकंडक्टर. सो इसके लिए रीजन था इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, और हमने इसका डिटेल डिस्कशन किया था ड्रिफ्ट मोशन ऑफ द चार्ज कैरियर्स वीडियोस पे. नाउ ये जो डिफ्यूजन मोशंस हैं, ये डिफ्यूजन मोशन के लिए जो रिस्पॉन्सिबल होंगे, दैट इज द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट. कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट ऑफ द कैरियर्स. सेमीकंडक्टर के अंदर चार्ज कैरियर्स का अगर कोई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट प्रोड्यूस होता है तो डिफ्यूजन मोशन will be created. So the diffusion motion of the charge carriers can be defined like this. So diffusion motion means the migration of charge carriers from higher concentration region to lower concentration region. और इसी को, ये मूवमेंट को हम लोग बोलते हैं डिफ्यूजन मोशंस. सो डिफ्यूजन मोशन के लिए कौन सा रिस्पॉन्सिबल है? डिफ्यूजन मोशंस के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट ऑफ द चार्ज कैरियर्स. नाउ लेट अस टेक एन एग्जांपल to understand the diffusion motion of the charge carriers. Now suppose we have let us take a semiconductor. So if we take a semiconductor like this, suppose this is a semiconductor bar. This is a semiconductor bar. And in this semiconductor bar, what we are doing, let us assume that the concentration of the charge carriers is higher in this region. So these are the charge carriers where the concentration is very very high, and charge carrier means either electron or holes. So you can see the concentration of the charge carriers is very very high on the left side of the semiconductor bar. So we can say that in this region there will be a higher concentration of the charge carriers, but here in this region the concentration is very very low, so we can say that lower concentration of the charge carriers. And these are the charge carriers. These are the charge carriers. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन, ये जो चार्ज कैरियर्स है हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन पे, दिस चार्ज कैरियर्स will see that they are at higher concentration. That's why a concentration gradient has been produced. Concentration gradient प्रोड्यूस होता है और ये कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट क्या होगा, सपोज ये वाले रीजियन पे, हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन रीजियन पे मेरा चार्ज कैरियर का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन N2 है, एंड in the lower concentration the charge carrier concentration is N1. So a concentration gradient has been produced. If I denote the length of the axis as x, so there will be a concentration gradient produced by del n by del x, and del n is nothing but n2 minus n1 divided by the distance. So this is the concentration gradient that has been produced inside the semiconductor. That's why what will happen, these charge carriers, ये जो charge carriers है, so these charge carriers will try to move from the higher concentration region towards the lower concentration region, and this motion of the charge carrier is denoted as the diffusion motion of the charge carrier. Now from here we have seen that the concentration gradient, if we see the concentration gradient of the carriers, अगर carriers को हम लोग इलेक्ट्रॉन मान लेते हैं, so the concentration gradient of the carriers will be del n by del x, and the unit will be number of electrons per unit centimeter cube per unit centimeter. And similarly, if we assume that the carriers are whole, then the concentration gradient will be del p by del x, and here it will be unit whole per unit cube per centimeter. Now we have seen how the charge carriers is moving from the higher concentration region towards the lower concentration region. So if we plot the concentration of the charge carriers with respect to the length of the semiconductor, then how it will look like. So ये मेरा सेमीकंडक्टर बार है, तो ये सेमीकंडक्टर बार को मैंने क्या किया कि आई एम डिनोटिंग द लेंथ ऑफ द सेमीकंडक्टर एट x. So if I plot the length of the semiconductor in the x-axis, so this is the length of the semiconductor, length of semiconductor, जिसको मैंने x बोल के डिनोट किया. And in the y-axis we have plotted the concentration of carriers. Then how the plot look like? So we can see that in this region the concentration is very high, and if we go for a higher length, then the concentration is low. That's why the concentration of the charge carriers will look like this. It will decrease exponentially like this. So generally यहाँ पे concentration high है. So for this region you can see the concentration is high, and as we increase the distance the concentration is becoming lower and lower. So generally what happens, generally this concentration gradient, generally from this graph we can see that the concentration of the charge carriers decreases with distance के साथ concentration of the charge carrier decrease हो रहा है. That means if I denote the concentration as n, then the change in the concentration del n with respect to the change in the del x, or we can say dn by dx will be negative, because as the distance is increasing, our concentration of the charge carrier is decreasing. That's why the concentration gradient is generally negative inside the semiconductor. So the diffusion current for the, so यहाँ पे जो होगा क्या होंगे, यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि इसके अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स भी होंगे. If I denote it as electrons charge carriers, so electrons will move, and if I denote it with holes, then holes can move. So there must be the flow of electrons or the flow of holes due to the diffusion. So अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डिफ्यूजन मोशन के लिए मूव करेंगे तो ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में मुझे इलेक्ट्रॉन करंट मिलेगा, एंड दिस करंट इज कॉल्ड द डिफ्यूजन करंट. So right now see how to find the diffusion current equation. So in this case, so for finding the diffusion current equation, so if I write for the electrons, so for electrons, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के लिए डिफ्यूजन करंट क्या होंगे. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के लिए द डिफ्यूजन current density, the diffusion current density will be, let us denote it as Jn diffusion. So Jn diffusion is the current density due to the motion of electrons. So Jn diffusion will look like this. So Jn diffusion will be plus Q, that is the electronic charge, and dN and dN by dx, and the unit will be ampere per meter square. This Q, ये जो Q है, ये वाला Q, this Q is nothing but the electronic charge. And for an electron, the electronic charge is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This dN is called the diffusion coefficient of electron, and this dN by dx is the concentration gradient of electrons, and we know that this concentration gradient will be negative. So this negative value, with this negative value, ultimately it will give a positive value. So that's why the Jn diffusion is a positive value, and the equation is Q into dN by dx. Similarly, if we go for the holes, so if we want to find the diffusion current equation for the holes, so what will be the equation? So let us denote the diffusion current density for holes will be J, holes के लिए P and JP diffusion. So the JP diffusion will be minus Q into dP by dx. So for this case, the Q value is also the electronic charge, but it will be positive because we are calculating for the holes. So it will be plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and this dp is the diffusion coefficient for holes, and this dp by dx is the diffusion, or we can say it is the concentration gradient for holes. ये होल का concentration gradient है, and this must be negative. We know that the concentration gradients of the charge carrier will be negative. So you can see that this negative value and this positive value will ultimately give us a negative value. So for the diffusion current density for the holes, the Jp diffusion will be negative value. In this way, we can find the current density for the electrons for diffusion motion and the diffusion current density for the holes. So these are the current density. So what will be the diffusion current? So let us find the diffusion current for the electrons and the holes. For that, if we want to find the diffusion current for electrons, and let it denote as IN diffusion. So this IN diffusion will be J, that is the current density due to the electron Jn diffusion into the area. So we will get it as IN diffusion is equals to Q into dn by dx into A. So this will be the current due to the diffusion of electron inside the semiconductor, and this A is the cross-sectional area of the semiconductor. Similarly, if we want to find the diffusion current for the holes, so the diffusion current for holes, and let us denote it as Jp diffusion is equals to IP diffusion equals to Jp diffusion into the cross-sectional area. So similarly, we can find the diffusion current for holes will be IP diffusion, and if we put the value of Jp diffusion, it will be minus Q into dp by dx into the area. So this is the current density, or the current for the holes due to the diffusion motion. So this is the hole diffusion current density and the whole electron diffusion current. So generally, by default, if we use the unit cross-sectional area, then we can find the total currents. So the total, so if we take the total diffusion current inside the semiconductor as I diffusion, so the I diffusion can be written as IN diffusion for the electrons and IP diffusion. So ultimately we'll get Q into dn into del n by del x into area plus Q into dP del P by del X into area. So if we can take common of Q and A. So if we take the common, then we can find there will be a minus sign here for the holes. So if we take common Q, then it will be dn by dx plus माइनस Q तो मैंने कॉमन ले लिया। सो कॉमन अगर ले लेंगे तो यहाँ पे क्या रह जाएगा dp एंड यहाँ पे हो जाएंगे dp बाई dx, और अगर a को भी कॉमन ले लिया। सो in this way we can find the total current due to the diffusion. So this is the total current due to the diffusion. So this equation will give us the total current inside the semiconductor due to the diffusion motion of the charge carriers, electrons and holes moving from higher concentration region towards the lower concentration region. Now ये था मेरा diffusion के लिए current. Now there will come an important term, that is the length of diffusion, or sometimes it is called as diffusion length. So let us see what is length of diffusion. So for the length of diffusion, if I write the length of diffusion or sometimes it is called as diffusion length. So this length of diffusion and diffusion length both are same thing. Let us denote it as capital L. So for defining the length of diffusion, we can write that it is the average distance a hole or a charge carrier can diffuse. So we can write this is the average distance a charge carrier can diffuse inside the semiconductor without any collision. Or before recombination, we can also say that. So this length of diffusion is generally denoted by capital L, and this capital is denoted by diffusion constant capital D into tau. So this will be the relation of the diffusion length, and this tau is nothing but the charge carrier lifetime. We have already discussed about the charge carrier lifetime in previous classes. Now from the Einstein equation, Einstein has given an equation. So the Einstein's equation related to the diffusion motion is given by that the diffusion coefficient of any charge carriers divided by the mobility of the charge carrier is always constant, and this constant is equals to the Vt, where Vt is the thermal velocity. Vt is the thermal voltage of the charge carriers, and we have already learned about the thermal voltage. So what is Vt? Vt is equals to kT by Q, that is the volt equivalent of temperature. Volt equivalent of temperature. So from this relation we can find that capital D is equals to mu into Vt. So this is the Einstein relation. So if I put the value, the D value in this equation, so if I put this equation as number 1, so let us put the value of D in the L equation. So from this equation, ये वाले इक्वेशन से हम लिख सकते हैं कि कैपिटल L is equals to root over D, that is the diffusion coefficient, into the carrier lifetime. So if I put the value of D from the Einstein equation, then we can find it as mu into Vt into tau. So this equation also gives the length of diffusion of the charge carrier. So we can see that the length of the diffusion of the charge carriers depends on different factors. So we can say that the length of diffusion depends on different factors. The first factor is the mobility. So the mobility of the charge carrier, mobility of carriers, and carrier means electrons or holes. The second factor that will depends on, that is the carrier lifetime. So we can say it also depends on the carrier lifetime. And the third factor will be the temperature, or we can say the volt equivalent of temperature. Ultimately it depends on temperature also. So from this equation we can see that the length of diffusion capital L depends on mu, depends on tau, and depends on temperature from this equation. So in this way we can find, so from this equation if we see that we can write a equation of length of diffusion for the holes and length of diffusion for the electrons also. So if I write the diffusion length of the electrons Ln, then the Ln can be written as root over of mu n into Vt into tau n, where tau n is the electron lifetime. Similarly, if we find the length of diffusion of the holes, so it will be Lp. So Lp can be written as mu p, that is the mobility of the holes, into the thermal voltage, and tau p, that is the lifetime of the holes. Now we have already seen that the charge carriers inside the semiconductor can move in drift motion also, as well as in the diffusion motion also. So the total current density inside the semiconductor will be due to the drift motion as well as for the diffusion motion. So let us find the total current density. So the total current density J total inside the semiconductor will be due to the current density due to the drift motion as well as the current density due to the diffusion motion of the carriers. So we know the current density due to the drift motion. So drift motion current density will have two components. It will be Jn, that is the electron drift current, plus the whole drift current. Similarly, the diffusion current density will have two components. So the two components will be the diffusion current due to the electrons, that is Jn diffusion, plus the diffusion current density due to the holes, that is Jp diffusion. Now if we write the Jn drift, we know the Jn drift can be written as J equals to sigma E. We know that. So sigma is the conductivity, so the conductivity of the electron into the electric field plus conductivity of the holes into the electric field. Similarly, we know the conductivity value. The conductivity value is nothing but the electronic charge Q into the electron concentration into the mobility of the electron into electric field. Similarly, if we write the conductivity of the holes, that is sigma P, as Q into P into mu P into E. So this is the drift component. Now let us write the diffusion component also. So for the diffusion component of the electron, so इलेक्ट्रॉन के लिए जो डिफ्यूजन कंपोनेंट होता है करंट डेंसिटी, दैट विल बी Q into dN into dN by dx, but the current density due to the diffusion of holes will be negative. It will be minus Q into the diffusion coefficient for the holes into dP by dx. So here we can write, if we take the common Q, then I can write it here as Q into dN, concentration gradient of the electrons, dN by dx, minus dP into dP by dx. So this will give the total current density inside the semiconductor due to the drift motion as well as the diffusion motion. So if I want to find the total current density, the total current, that is the I total inside the semiconductor, it will be J total, that is the total current density, into capital A, where capital A is the cross-sectional area of the semiconductor. So in this way we can find the total current inside the semiconductor due to the diffusion motion as well as the drift motion. So this is all about the diffusion motion of the charge carriers. In the end, do not forget to like and subscribe our channel to get more videos. Thank you.